Big news. We've got American elections on this horizon. It's the 4th of November today. On the 5th of November, we'll know who is the president of America. If you look at asset classes out there overall, we've had very traditional asset classes. We've had real estate, we've had gold, precious metals, silver, stocks and shares, bonds. All of these are ways to accumulate wealth and become financially independent. Over the last few years or last 10 years or so, we've had Bitcoin on the market, and we've had Bitcoin really, really infused with institutional investments, shall we say. And when you look at institutional investments and you look at big things that happen for Bitcoin, you look at in January 2024 this year, we had the spot ETFs. So we had BlackRock, Fidelity, just to name a few, and that all increases the funds into the Bitcoin ecosystem. But not only that, you look at how asset classes have performed over time. On Bitcoin, you're looking at on average 60% annualized, if not more, depending on the market. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting here preaching to say, look, get rid of your property portfolio, because I'm a property investor myself. But if you use it in the right context, you could refinance your property portfolio tax-free and buy Bitcoin on the balance sheet of a business, providing you're doing it in a limited company. So the question is, are you investing into Bitcoin through your business? And if not, why not? I came across a fantastic video a few moments ago on YouTube, which I wanted to share. Have a look at this, see what is happening, and see what this guy from Swan Bitcoin, who's an absolute, Swan Bitcoin overall, a fantastic company. Have a look at them, check this video out, see what you think.
Bitwise CIO Matt Hogan was on Yahoo Finance today talking about why this is the single best time to invest in Bitcoin from a risk-adjusted standpoint.
What then do you think is the number one catalyst for Bitcoin as you look ahead to some of your 2025 projections?
Look, I think this is the best single time to invest in Bitcoin from a risk-adjusted perspective. All of the major existential risks of Bitcoin have been washed away. We have an ETF, we have institutions, they are coming into the space. The biggest catalyst is that move of institutional adoption. We're seeing that accelerate. We saw $800 million in ETF flows yesterday alone. This is a tidal wave of institutional assets moving into the space. There's a fixed supply, and from my perspective, that means higher prices.
So when you look at that, you think, oh, wow, this is seriously big news. This is on CNBC. We've got a guy from Bitwise talking about what's happening in the market. Where does he perceive Bitcoin to be? And basically, from a risk-adjusted point of view, it's awesome. Why would MicroStrategy, Michael Saylor, keep purchasing Bitcoin, to support the business? It's big. He sees value in Bitcoin. And when we look at, traditional asset classes like Bitcoin, real estate, gold, silver, stocks and shares, et cetera, then you realize actually, this is an asset class that is now getting buy-in from the big institutional companies out there, right? If they're buying into Bitcoin now, then the question is your business buying into Bitcoin yet? I hope you're enjoying the video so far, but most importantly, please go to our YouTube channel, have a look at the videos, like, share, subscribe, comment on the videos that you're watching. It all helps us grow the channel. And most importantly, don't forget to click on the bell notification. And also, if you are subscribing, you can always change your mind. And if it's not, ask yourself why not. I did a recent video not too long ago with a guy called Liam Wankum. He basically works in property. You might have come across him on the Bitcoin community. If you have, fantastic guy, follow him. Big shout out to Leon. He came on my show not too long ago. And, he talks and bangs the hammer home about Bitcoin and how you can utilize that, within real estate finance for property development. So you buy a property, for example, you have excess cash available within the business, and then you put some of that extra cash into Bitcoin to make it work. Now, I'm a fond believer of that, but you've got to look at these things as well. I sit on the fence with this. You've got to be careful. You don't go and buy into Bitcoin as a business or especially as a retail investor. Let's talk retail investor actually. and you're looking at buying or supporting your son or daughter for private school, for example, and he might start next year or the year after, you can't forward plan 100% with Bitcoin. You can plan, but you've got to be extremely careful and you've got to do it well. So it's just ideas to look at that. How can you, best utilize Bitcoin within your business, but also, on a personal level as well. So yes, it's a fantastic returning asset class. On average, you can be looking at 60% plus, if not a lot more. But you've got to obviously, treat it extremely well. It's highly liquid. Yes, that's great. But also equally, you've got to make sure if you are using it for certain periods of your life, then it's more of a long-term strategy. So for example, you've got 2 kids now, I don't know, 5 years old, and you want to put them through to college or university in 20 years or 25 years, then Bitcoin can allow you to do that. So have that long-term vision. Always look at that. Don't think short-term, will it provide me that stability? But again, if you're buying this from a business perspective, which I've done within my businesses, then you can look at actually leveraging your profits, putting that into Bitcoin and accumulating that and making more money on your balance sheet, making your P&L looking healthy, every few years within the business. So I think it's worth looking at that. Obviously, we've got the elections happening tomorrow. Big news. Will it have a big impact on crypto overall? Certainly on Bitcoin, certainly on Ethereum, I believe. But will it have an impact overall? I'm kind of in 2 minds. Yes, it will with Trump. Trump's a big advocate for crypto. He knows he's going to win a huge amount of votes if he supports crypto. So I think it's worth, considering when you're looking at how does the geopolitical space support crypto, and it supports it in a big way. I think now they're both realizing actually, having that extra voting persona, if you like, from this generation of the crypto enthusiasts, shall we call them, has got huge clout. So it's going to be really interesting. But wanted to share that video. Keep watching the videos. Hope you're enjoying it. If there's anything that you've missed or you really want me to kind of cover, let me know. I'd be more than happy to kind of publish it and get it out there. Thanks, guys, and have a fantastic afternoon. And let's catch up soon.